fact that we can sweat, because there are many species that can't sweat to cool themselves down.
Exactly.
So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. We want to
yes.
sweat. We want to be able to sweat and cool ourselves down. Antiperspirants, which is what we usually use under our arms, those kind of block the sweat. This is not that, because we want the sweat. We want the cooling. It's a good thing. The thing we don't like about the sweat is it stinks. It dries up and it doesn't really smell that great. So a deodorant doesn't block the sweating, but it kind of helps reduce the odor. And that's the whole idea behind a whole body deodorant. And deodorants don't contain aluminum. You get a beautiful scent here, beautiful texture, of course, from Dr. Denese, who we come to for all of your advanced techniques, all of your advanced technology. And this is a new launch from her. Clean Beauty 72-hour whole body deodorant. It's confidence in public, confidence in private.
Exactly.
Dr. Denese, it's good to see you.
Such a pleasure seeing you.
Thanks for being here.
I'm so excited to be here because this is a real problem, you know. And the body odor, there's nothing more embarrassing than body odor coming from the armpits, coming from feet, from privates. It's embarrassing. And until now, we really did not have a good solution. All we had was a deodorant stick, okay? Well, we smell in other places too, and let's face it, you know, we are sitting at home and wondering, where else do we smell? So it's, okay, so I'm a medical doctor, and I made it my mission to solve this problem, to give you a real solution. Deodorants cover up odors. They don't go to the issue as to why we are smelling. I have designed a product that is not just to cover up. It actually addresses the very reason why we smell. And everywhere, not just here, but I'll show you other places
What is the
too.
reason why we smell? Which, by the way, it is just like a cream.
It's just like a cream.
So when you take it out of the tube, it's just this beautiful creamy texture. And as you begin to work it into your skin, it becomes virtually invisible, and it kind of like mattifies, so you don't see it there at all. It's like you're applying your favorite moisturizer.
Exactly.
And then it
Very
smells like
light smell.
citrusy and light. So what
Exactly.
is the reason why we smell, Dr. Denese? Because we don't want to smell.
Well, it has to do with the biome of the body, and that's all I can say you from a legal perspective, okay? But so the problem was that it just, this is something science is able to address it. So I'm able to bring you a long-acting body deodorant that goes everywhere, and the effect lasts for 72 hours. Even if you take a shower in between, you can, the effectiveness still remains. Very, very special product. Now, it really goes way beyond the armpit, and our beautiful model is going to show us where else we can put it.
Because that's the thing, you sweat everywhere. I mean, especially we're in July, okay? We're all in it, okay? We all know what's happening. And so as you see Jackie applying it, of course under your arms, for
under
sure.
the arms, that's the obvious, but now comes the less obvious. How about in between the breasts? Under the breast. If you sweat there, if you generate water there, this absorbs water. This absorbs extra oil, so you can be confident and comfortable. So, and only a pea size, actually. Then how about, yes, the thighs,
the
in
back
between
of the
the
knee.
legs, back of the knee.
Yeah.
How about the private areas? Anywhere you would be shaving or waxing, that's where you put it, because this is where the smell generates.
I mean, at this point, I'm like, let's just use it full body. Like, let me just rub it everywhere and just make sure I'm smelling good all the time.
Feet is excellent, and especially the sole of the feet, that's where most odors gets generated. And you could be so comfortable and so confident. Imagine 72 hours. You will smell like nothing. How great is that?
I mean, and that's
really
the thing,
is.
for $24.98, and by the way, this is a nice large size. So
yeah, very
when you
large
think
size.
about even just like the deodorant that you may be using, you can still use this under your arms. So now you're doing like double duty. Use it under your arms.
Actually, you
use
don't
it elsewhere.
You can even drop your current deodorant.
That's what I mean.
Absolutely,
yeah, like
drop
stop using
You
that.
don't need it anymore.
Use this.
Yes. Now, the nature of it, it's a cream, but and you say that, well, why do I want to put a cream under my armpit? Well, it vanishes, it disappears, it dries into kind of a powdery finish,
so I'm not gonna
a dry
have like
finish.
the white marks and the
like
chunks
it,
of stuff.
nothing.
And
Disappears, vanishes, and dries into a kind of a dry powder, and it is undetectable. Now, what I love about it is clean beauty. How important is that? There is no aluminum, no talc, no parabens, no sulfates, nothing untoward. Now, deodorants in general have no aluminum. This, we also do not use aluminum here.
And
now,
it's keeping you fresh.
Keeping you fresh constantly and confident. 72 hours. You don't have to think about what your foot smells like, what
Why
the
did you want to tackle this for us, Dr. Denese? Because
Why?
you've
Because
done a lot of, like Hydro Shield, you've tackled our wrinkles, you've tackled our necks. Listen, you do it all, Dr. Denese.
Because I'm a woman, I'm a doctor, and I know how to do it. I know how to get to the source so you don't generate odor anymore. This is not a cover-up. It is a genuine solution of a problem that is really prevalent. I mean, we all, in the privacy of our own home, we all admit to ourselves that, well, yes, here or there, or the food, it's reality. And why struggle?
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, and it's not something to like be embarrassed about
No,
either.
not at
like
all.
it happens to all of us. You know, you have a day when you're at home, you're like, ooh, is that me?
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
And sometimes you're like, that is me. Like it's time to take a shower midday. It's men, it's women, it's all of us. But why suffer when there is a solution?
Exactly.
And so we want to sweat. I mean, sweating is a good thing. It helps cool our bodies down.
Exactly.
We just don't want the odor that happens after we sweat. And this is how you tackle it. For $8.33 a month on Easy Pay, Dr. Denese just launched this a week ago. A lot of us are taking advantage of auto delivery, which is available every 60 days for 1 year. So you know that every 2 months, it's not like I've had this happen when you run out of deodorant and you're like, you go to swipe and the little plastic thing, and you're like, oh no, I gotta run to the store.
But this
you know it's gonna keep coming.
This is so much more than a deodorant. I mean, this is truly confidence. It is confidence everywhere because the smell. This is only one source, but there's some other sources around the breast. How about if you have a bigger belly under the skin fold? Yes, smell generates there. Ample smell. How about in between the legs? Oh, yes. And how about the backside and the foot? I mean, this is profoundly important. You can put your mind to rest. You don't have to worry what you smell like. You don't smell yourself, but everyone else smells you.
Everyone does.
Everyone does.
Or maybe you do, and then you're like, whoa, that was me all day. Like, I didn't realize it. And look at everywhere that you're using it. Really,
everywhere.
Anywhere on your body. The back.
Anywhere,
you know, like this, the back, when
skin
you get
fold.
that little
if you have a
bead
skin,
of sweat going down.
If you have a skin fold, put it there. And you just a pea-sized. This tube will last you a very long time. I have one more good news.
Okay.
If you have dark discolorations under the arms or in between the legs where the skin kind of rubs together, this brightens the dark discoloration.
Oh,
how important is that?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even know how dark you are sometimes until you inspect yourself.
Right.
And this will brighten. I have malic acid, mandelic acid in it. This is high level science, the best of the best. And it gives you a solution that we all want.
Well, Dr. Denese, we know how you do. You would not bring it to us if it wasn't high level,
it's very
top
high level.
quality
Truly
science.
is, truly
and you
is.
work really hard to make sure these formulas work hard for us as well.
Exactly.
And if you've seen that category of whole body deodorant and you're like, is it for me? Can it work? Why not come to Dr. Denese, who we trust you with your Hydro Shield. We trust you with your serums. We trust you with your pads and everything else. Why not come to Dr. Denese when it comes to having a formula that's backed by science, that's clean beauty, and right now is under $25. A 671-812 is your item number. Go on auto delivery. You get a shipment every 60 days for a year. And by the way, you can only shop for this here at QVC through November. So if you want it, you want to try it, especially now in July. It's only getting hotter.
Yeah, exactly. And you have a hot flash sometimes, and you just don't know what you smell like for the rest of the day. And this is not the only source. Believe me, under the breast, quite a bit. Belly, backside. Don't ever go any further. Feet. I mean, it is so effective. You have peace of mind for 3 days.
I'm like, look, just
3 days.
Everywhere. Just get out the shower and just everywhere.
It takes a minute, and it's very refreshing.
Thank you, Dr. Denese. It's good to see you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So happy.
A 671-812 is that item number. Please make sure that you're grabbing yours. And no offense,
No offense.
No offense.
No offense. It's a great name.
Thanks, Dr. Denese.
All the best. Thank you.
If you're wondering about the top that I'm wearing, it's from my new Studio Park collection, and it's actually on a really great clearance sale.